Hey guys, Thomas Cecilia Jr. here, aka Mustached. I'm here to address my YouTube wall. So this is something I wanted to talk about for quite a while, but I didn't really know how to talk about it. I was thinking about even writing a script, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna freeball it, just talk about this little issue, I guess. But it is something I wanted to talk about, so here I am. So for a while now, it feels like my channel has been sort of stagnant and I'm just sort of putting out stuff and not really getting any attention. I mean, I might get like one or two people to watch it if I'm lucky. I'll get like 10 plus people to watch it. And it feels like my channel's just sort of too small and it's there's just I don't know what to do at this point. I mean, I said in one of my other videos that I wanted YouTube to be a place where I could call it my career, something I could get paid for to do, be a professional reviewer, even though my setup isn't really the most professional in the world. I was just gonna keep doing it and slowly but surely make some money here and there and maybe get some better equipment, perhaps move to a better location where I could just have a nice clean setup behind me, things of that nature. And like I said, it just feels like my channel's been pretty stagnant, but in all honesty, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I've thought about quitting YouTube per se, but I just don't know what other options I have. Where I live, there isn't any jobs. There haven't been any jobs, and trust me when I say someone like me is not gonna get hired. I'm too blatant. I think I'm too blatantly honest, and I know when you go for like a job interview, they expect you to sort of lie with truths or whatever it's called or whatever you want to call it. And I can't see myself ever doing that, and it sucks. I mean, I haven't had a job in for like almost all of 2015. All of 2015 for me was doing YouTube videos, and like I said, I haven't been paid to do any of these things. I mean, sometimes I'll monetize it, which is how you get paid on YouTube. You monetize your videos, and even when I do that, of course, I don't get enough people to come and check my stuff out. So I'm stuck. And here's the thing. Do I feel jealous that other channels get to be big and, you know, whether regardless or not of how much talent they have or whatever, none of that stuff really bothers me. If they want to make success however they can, all the power to them. But I mean, this is something that I've been trying to say fight for a while. And even before I was a YouTuber, I feel like a lot of what I've done has just been continuously just fighting to stick around and be something. I mean, just look at my book. I mean, I talked about this. If you've seen my channel, if you're that one person or whatever, if you've seen it, I often do talk about my book and how I feel that came out. And I'll often say, give new heroes a chance, right? That's something I've been fighting, like fighting to like get noticed. Give new heroes a chance. We've seen these superheroes in the past do things for years and years and years. Just give new heroes a chance, and I try to do that with Syndicate X. I try to make it a thing, and I don't know what went wrong. I mean, it could have came from the rewrites I've done, and then being told time and time again, you'll never be a writer, stop writing, you'll never publish a book, you'll never get your book in a bookstore. I've been told all these things, and yet I kept going, and in the end, it was probably foolish arrogance that led to some of the biggest grammatical errors in that book, and the book also just fell flat. No one really picked it up. I mean, like one or two people that probably felt really bad for me picked it up, and I mean, like felt bad for me picked it up. I mean, when I was at Comic Con, the original Red Ranger Jason picked up my book and he gave me some money for it, and I was really grateful for that, and it really made me appreciate him. But ever since then, it's sort of just fallen flat. And now it feels like my YouTube journey has sort of ended up in the same location where I'm just making video after video, trying and trying and trying, and I'm just not getting, like, I'm not advancing anywhere, and it really sucks. I'm just gonna be blatantly honest, it sucks. And I don't know what to do. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that has to resort to doing something else on YouTube. I want to be that reviewer guy, I guess. That's what I've been doing for a while since I started back in 2015, pretty early on in that year. And uh, doing Let's Plays as well is something I've been wanting to do, and even that's not been doing really well. So on both ends, it just feels like I'm stuck, and I really don't know what to do. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I mean, like I said, I I don't feel like I have many other options right now. So it's tiring, is what it is. A bit tiring, honestly. I mean, yeah, I go through the like a movie, which usually takes about an hour. I sit there and I usually don't script. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really script what I say usually. Once in a blue moon, I'll script something out if I think it's worth scripting. Um, and even then, when I script it, it's more so bullet points that I just want to make sure I say in the review. Other than that, it's pretty much just saying how I feel about the movie, and I've never really talked about how I even scale my movies. Like, I use the 0 out of 10 thing, and it's pretty obligatory. It doesn't, I mean, for me, 7 out of 10 is your average movie. 5 out of 10 is like halfway good, halfway and, you know, I never really talked about that, but, you know, it doesn't, it, it doesn't mean much for the movie. It's just something that I have a part of my layout, I guess I'll call it. I mean, other YouTubers use the scoring grade as well. Um, but I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what movie I can review where everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, this guy, he did this review and it's crazy good." And now I want to watch that movie or something. I don't know, something made up like that. It'd be interesting to actually have comments. I mean, I've received some positive comments here and there, but it's very, very rare. I've even received negative comments, and I love to be active, so I comment on those things. I try to say, hey, you know, thanks for that, even though they said something mean. I want to be an active community member, a YouTuber that says, hey, I'm going to communicate with you, even though you said something mean. That's the kind of YouTuber I want to be. I want to be someone who could go to Rhode Island Comic Con as perhaps like a YouTube guest or something, like be a guest at Rhode Island Comic Con, actually have people come by and visit. That's like a crazy dream, and I feel like that's never gonna come true. Like Syndicate X becoming a movie. Like, I feel like that's never ever gonna happen in my lifetime. I'm just gonna fade away into obscurity, and you know, Syndicate X has already felt like it's done that, and now my YouTube career is just sort of in one place. It's stagnant, it's very flat, and quite honestly, I'm a bit scared. Quite honestly, I don't know who to turn to, what I can do. It's just a mess, but I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep making videos, and I'm gonna see if I can change. I don't know. I don't know how I can do that right now, but I'm gonna keep at it. And yeah. With that being said, I'm Thomas DeSula Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll keep seeing you guys next time.